Hello, welcome. Happy Tuesday. So happy to be with you here today. And while I don't know, I didn't get any downloads prior to what message they're going to bring through, I want to invite you to play with not worrying so much. It's really not the frequency that is supportive of your path or anyone else's path or for the collective, and yet we tend to believe our minds when it says something. We tend to attach, and while one of the big reasons why I'm recording these videos for you is to remind you of the bigger picture of who you really are and why you are here. Yes, you're also in this human journey. So yes, there is a tendency to fall back into old patterns and to get entangled. And one of them is to go down this mental spiral and to maybe even believe those thoughts that are popping up. And that is due to what you have been trained. That is due to what you have learned. And worrying is a very, very big one. Right, for me, connected with being wrong. Like there are many, many old beliefs around those topics across the entire globe, no matter what culture, no matter what background, no matter what age. So that already says a lot too, in my point of view, that it is really a collective topic and not personal. So whenever you hear thoughts in your beautiful, beautiful mind, that's wrong, or that's going to be wrong, or I don't want to make a mistake, I could be wrong. Let go. Let go. And trust. Trust the downloads that you get. Trust the inspired actions that you feel called to do. Follow the feeling. Follow the feeling in your body. On that note, let me hand over the mic. Hello, 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 and welcome. Welcome to the show. We would like to pick up on Yanchi's thread and talk a bit about the importance of information for humankind. You know how media works. The business called media in your human construct. And it is based on information, all kinds of information in all areas of your life, broadcasted in all different ways, nowadays very often on your phones. And it's all based on information, based on knowing something, based on being so-called informed. Although you never know, and it's for you to distinguish how relevant it is, how true it feels, etc., etc., etc. Up and foremost, it is there for various reasons, but among others, to keep you in the matrix, meaning to foster the belief of separation, to foster the belief that it is not good to believe in A, but to believe in B. The whole concept of competition, etc., etc., etc. You have the choice to tune in to your heart, which is the ultimate access point to infinite intelligence. And that is a very, very, very different intelligence than to the so-called IQ. And we've been talking about this several weeks ago. But it is important to pick this up again, because this can allow and give the space for you to shift your perspective, to change the paradigm, to detach in the now moment with what's going on in your beautiful head. And right now, the energies are very potent. And so for some of you, it's super exciting time. For others, it's more of a time where lots of old layers are coming up, ready to be released and to be let go of. And for others, it's something different. It's not always black and white. But whatever is going on for you is perfect. There are people right now who are very sensitive, physically speaking, and feel more and more of the energies in their physical body. And some of them think there's something wrong with them due to that. But no, your body is also an antenna picking it all up. That is due to the heightened energies. And many of you know that tomorrow there is a solar eclipse over Europe coming up. So yes, there is lots going on, as usual. And we are here to remind you to zoom out. Your beliefs matter more than ever before. And while you have been quite busy in feeling into old beliefs and letting them go layer by layer by layer, you've also picked up new beliefs by listening to us and other channels, for example. Feeling into what it's like to remember who you truly are. Believing from the inside out that you are the creator of your reality, that you are an aspect of all, an aspect of Source. Those are new beliefs. So come back to those when in need. Those have the potential to shift your paradigm instantly. Because as soon as you get entangled, as soon as you choose to go down a rabbit hole, it's not only quite difficult to get out of, but you know how drones work, don't you? So it is also belief. What we just said, it is difficult to get out of. It doesn't have to be. You could go down a spiral and then use your energetic drone and zoom out. That will give you the possibility to change your thoughts with an instant, to feel relief with an instant. We're not saying that from the deepest despair you will feel the deepest level of love within 1 second. No, likely not in your physical body. But you can feel the shuttles, the subtle shifts more and more and more, don't you? Pay attention to them, they're important. They really are. Beautiful signals, reminders for you to see how you are shifting, how you are co-creating everything with all of us, right here and right now. Sometimes you lose perspective of that since you are so focused on your own life and what's going on there. And while, yes, indeed, there is nothing wrong with that, the zoomed out perspective that we are suggesting, that we are providing you with, are wonderful tools to change your frequency instantly. Because it is not about being right and wrong. It is not about being good or bad. Your underlying subconscious beliefs make up your frequency signatures. And you know this. You know this. You can desire as much money as you want, but if you grew up with learning that money is scarce and you have to work hard for it, that's what's running the show. So allow yourself to be in this present moment and to trust whatever is happening, that it's happening for you. Truly everything is divinely timed. And the more you believe exactly that everything is divinely orchestrated, everything, nothing is forced, maybe from a mental perspective, but not from an energetic perspective. You can try and you can force, and yes, you can make things move, but that's definitely not the path of the least resistance. It's like pushing a boulder up the hill. And sometimes you'll find yourself in the past more than now maybe that you've done that. But you are letting go of that now. And that's perfect. Follow your heart. Trust your higher self. Just one example we would like to leave you with, talking about divine timing, where your mind can interpret something, but instead you might see it differently a little bit later. Now, last night, Yanchi was woken up before 4 o'clock by a noisy neighbor. And she was quite upset about it. Hours later, she remembered that the exact moment when she woke up due to the noise that she was in the middle of a nightmare. And that nightmare wasn't so fun. It was about so-called life and death. And she faced it right there. And while we're not here to talk about whether that dream, so-called dream, will continue at some point, that's up to her herself. We're here to illustrate that that actually made her feel quite humble in hindsight about the noise. Because she was rather uncomfortable in that dream. It was quite real. It's a life and death situation in a dream. Many of you have experienced that. That's not so fun. So see, it's all about perspective. It's all about feeling and believing that everything and everyone is happening for you. We love you, our dear friends, our dear co-creators. And we're sending you so much love. So much love. The frequency of love is who you ultimately are. Let it shine. Let it prosper. Let it expand. Relax into it. Maybe use yesterday's visualization if you haven't done that yet. Feel into this love. Love is the most powerful frequency on this entire planet and beyond. Thank you.